ECA, in the sense that for the very first time, ECA will be given a new identity, an identity that is consistent and coherent, an identity that truly projects our vision and message, and an identity that is clearly distinctive and easily recognizable, as you will see. This identity that we have come up with is the culmination of several months of collective efforts stemming from the reprofiling of ECA that began in 2012. But dear colleagues, let me not dwell too much on the making of the ECA brand, because I now have the immense pleasure of calling on the architect en chef of all these efforts. I mean to say, our Executive Secretary, Carlos Lopez. Mr. Executive Secretary, you have the floor.
Thank you, Demba. You know, the day before yesterday and yesterday, I was in Lome attending the AU Extraordinary Summit. So I was not here while the campus was being changed with the branding. But nevertheless, where I was, almost half of the summit was about ECA. It was a recognition of the work of ECA, my own contribution, but a lot of tribute about the repositioning of ECA. And you will have a chance to see, I asked it to be distributed, the resolution that has been passed by the heads of state, specifically about ECA contribution. So it's really befitting to come from that recognition to the branding, because it's all about how we are perceived. Brand is very important. It has become more important nowadays because the communications have invaded all of us in many ways. We are sort of overwhelmed with so many messages of different types, visual and oral and all types of messages. And because of that, we may get into a forest and not recognize individuality. So that's why branding has become even more important than it was before. So institutions that never paid attention to branding now are very much interested in making sure that there is very clear identification of the institution. There are various ways of dealing with branding, but the most important is for us to use it as a demonstration of professionalism, by being very neat in the way we present ourselves, with a very clear logo, with a very clear identity in different products that we are associated with, from identification to publications to printed material to all the way to the bottles. The bottles are not yet branded. The bottles of water, they have to be branded. We give an impression of professionalism, that we are really very much unified in one message. And that message, we have now consolidated it, is Africa First, meaning that we are here not to satisfy any institutional or individual interest as such. We are here working for the betterment of the continent.